Y'all are doing well today. Ooh, I see we've already got some on here. Y'all, let's start this one off right. Let's say hey to each other. Hi, everybody. When you jump on, be sure to say hi. Let us know that you're here. Let me know that everything's working right. Okay? Kind of important. Just saying. So I'm going to give you guys just a second to jump on all the things. I hope everybody is enjoying their Wednesday. We are in the middle of storms right now. So, yeah, right now it has stopped and pretty overcast outside, which is typical Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. It is what it is. Hi, Doris. How are you? How are ya? Thank you for commenting. Hi, Annie. Hi, my love. And of course, I did not turn my notifications off. Why would I do that? Oh, it's one of them things. It's one of them things. It's kind of a dreary day here. Went out and checked the garden, made sure everything was good. I am having a good day, Miss Doris. I am. I am. Kind of disappeared on everybody for a couple of days, and I want to apologize that. Hi. Um, kind of got a little infection going. Had to go to the doctor yesterday, get some antibiotics. All good now. Feeling much better. So yeah, wasn't how I planned for things to go. That we'll just say that, okay? Was not how I planned for things to go, but it is what it is. So that's the way things. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, we'll say that. We'll say that. Hi, Miss Diane. I'm doing well. Hope you are. Hope you are as well. I love to hear from you guys. Love, love, love it. So we're just going to proceed with this chat and check in like we do our Sunday chat and check in. Y'all, I really enjoy doing these, and they are the highlight of my week. And we're going to see how this midweek one goes, okay? And if it goes well, we'll continue to do this. And we may have to switch up the times a little bit. I don't know if this is a little early for a lot of people. So, oh, I wish I could hang the laundry out today. Whew, we have had monsoons. Like as soon as I had to go to the doctor yesterday, and as soon as we got home, um, as soon as I opened my car door, seriously, it just like a pouring out a bucket. It was crazy. I looked like a little drowned rat by the time I got in the house. It was awful. And it was still raining this morning when we got up. But right now it is not. So hopefully I can get out in the garden and do a few things. I need to trim up some tomatoes and stuff tonight and check on things a little bit more than what I have today. So yeah. But as I was saying, we may have to change up this time. I feel like this may be a little bit early for some people. I know my friends over in the UK and things like that. This is a good time for them. So we'll just see how this goes, okay? Yes. Diane, that is great. I am so glad that you're able to join us today. That is awesome. This one, I kind of let it slip up on me. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I kind of let this one slip up on me, and I didn't do as much prep work as I normally do for my Sunday live. And yeah, it was just like this morning. It was like Let me get my post up for today. And I didn't even mention it in my post. So, yeah, it's just kind of a let's throw it out there and see how it goes. We'll see what sticks today. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. But if you saw my post on the community page today, um, it was about how was it? I sat with my anger long enough until she told me her name was Grief. Tomorrow's video is all about grief, okay? And the realization that, grief starts from day one. Finding out your child is an addict and all that. And it starts out really small, okay? And then as you get past that point of hopefulness of I can fix it all, and we've all been through that, okay? And if you're new to your child being in addiction, you're going through that right now, okay? And you're dealing with you still have the hopefulness that you can fix it, you can fix your child, you can handle everything, you can deal with the um, loss of other relationships and your feelings and all that. And then once you get past all that, then you realize that the grief has set in. And when it sets in, oh, it's a sneaky little thing, okay? And it'll hit you hard. It will hit you extremely hard. Honesty. And, I went through it. I went through it. And I tell the story about the day that, it hit me that what was going on with me was grief, and the trickle down effect. All the other emotions are trickle down levels, okay? And grief is at the very top, y'all. It's at the very top, and it just trickles down to the anger, the sadness, the hurt, the worry, the fear. I mean, all the things, okay? And we all deal with it. And it's how we deal with it that makes us individuals. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. Okay? And I've been dealing with my grief for, let's say, it probably about 12 years. Okay? He's been addicted for 14, and I did not see that it was grief until about 2 years later. Okay? And there was an event happened, and y'all have to watch the video tomorrow, okay? But I'm just telling you guys, it's normal. We're grieving our children, and for a lot of us parents, our children are still walking the earth. They're still breathing in the air, and we're grieving our children because we know that child, that part of your child's life, that child is gone. Okay, it's gone. It's just gone. He or she is just gone. They're not coming back because, and especially if they've been an addict for however long. Let's say a couple of years or more. I know in my son's case, and I can only speak for myself, okay? But in my son's case, I have a son that's 30 years old with the mentality of a 16-year-old, okay? Because that's where his brain stopped. It stopped growing at that 16-year mark, okay? So, he That's hard to swallow. Okay? That's very hard to swallow. He's got a lot of catching up to do. One, he's got to be and stay sober long enough for his body and his mind, more his mind, okay, to catch up with the rest of him. So, yes, I grieve the loss, okay? I do. This is not the life that I had in my mind and in my hopes and in my dreams for me nor my child to live. It's just not. You know, and I, for those of you that have lost your children to this epidemic, notifications, I can't imagine. I know how I suffered and how I still suffer with the grief of my son, and I can't imagine. I've told y'all before that I was speaking to a mom who lost her son last year, and she said something that just slapped me right in the face, and she said, I got a life sentence, and that was very very, what's the word I want to use, enlightening, but scary, horrifying actually to me. Okay, because she's right. I can't even begin to put myself in those shoes. I can't. I had a mild heart attack because of all this. I have developed um, anxiety and things like that, things that I never had before, never, not once. But all of a sudden, it's manifesting itself through all this. You know, so if you're going through the same thing, you know, it's normal, guys. It's normal. We're supposed to feel, I guess, this way. Some might call it, and I'm beginning to really hate this word. Okay, I really am, because I'm tired of hearing it. Um, some might call it enabling. Oh, you know, I have always said since my kids were born, I would do anything, anything for my kids. Okay? Anything. Didn't matter. I would do anything for my kids. So when somebody tells me that I need to move far, far away and I need to cut all contact and all that, that may work for you. Okay? But that doesn't work for this I'll do anything for my kids, mama. Okay? That doesn't work for me. One, I'm not going to be called out as a liar by somebody, who has heard me say that a million times over my kid's childhood. I've said it probably 2 or 3 million times. I'd do anything for my kids, and I will, and I am, and I have. Okay? Just because I have one that's gotten astray and has become an addict does not mean that I write him off. Again, that might work for you. That doesn't work for me. Okay? It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. Okay? And I applaud you if you're able to turn that off. Okay? I applaud you. I understand that you've got to do some self-care, okay? Self-preservation. I understand that, and I do that, okay? I have my things that I do when things get to the point to where I need to take care of myself. I have things that I do in order to do that. But, you know, cutting him completely out of my life, no, that's not an option. It's not. It's just not. I would grieve myself to death if I did that. I would. I would grieve myself to death. I would. You know, when he's using, no. He does not have full on access to me, but I still know where where we stand. Okay? And he still knows that Mama loves him. And that's the way it'll be. Exactly, Diane. They are. They are. You know, they are. And I'm sorry if this offends somebody or hurts somebody's feelings or whatever. Okay, I'm sorry. But again, what works for you may not work for me, and what works for me may not work for you. You know, and that's what makes us great. Okay, that's what makes us great as a community. Sorry, I'm dealing with all this. You know, we can all put in our different ways of handling things because each and every one of us are on a different level on this path, okay? Oh. Sometimes that's all you can do, darling. Sometimes that's all you can do. But each and every one of us is on a different level on this path, okay? Some of us have been on at or some of us have been at this for 30 plus years, and good Lord have mercy, that breaks my heart, okay? Some of us have been at this for 14, 15 years, like I have. And then there's some of us that are new to this, okay? Some of us have just found out that our babies are addicted. And I am so sorry. So sorry. I know what you're going through. I know where you're at. And I am so sorry that you're having to deal with that. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Okay? Now, there are some people on YouTube that I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But we're all on different parts. And we can all come together and we can all put in our collective thoughts and our collective ways of doing things. And, this worked for me, this worked for me, this worked for me. This I will never try again. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful part of this whole community that we are attempting to build here is that we can be the collective mind, okay, of addiction, parents of addiction, I should say, and we can help each other figure this out. Where before, for me anyway, again, for me, you know, I was isolated. I was hiding out in my bedroom, for weeks at a time. This was before Aiden came along, so but there was nobody that knew what I was going through, what I was dealing with, what I was thinking, what was killing me inside, what was eating me from the inside out. Okay, and that's exactly what it feels like. Nobody understood why a song could come on the radio and I would burst into tears. Okay, because yeah, dang it, guys, I get so freaking emotional talking about this, but it's only because I'm passionate about this. Okay, I'm passionate about getting this out, but getting it out in the open. Okay, sharing my story, and with the hopes that it can be a blessing to somebody. It's not, I was told that I was doing this for ratings and for money and all that stuff. It ain't about money. It ain't about, I don't even know what ratings they're talking about. It's not about views. It's not about, you know, anything like that. I truly do not want anybody else to have to go through what I went through and feel like they're alone. Okay? I don't. I don't. If I can put my story out here and it touches one person in the grand scope of things, okay? And I've got people watching from Ireland and Australia and the UK, and I don't even know where all, okay? I really don't. But if I can touch one person in the broad scope of all of this, then that's what I want to do. You know, if I can help one mama to feel like she has not failed her child, or she has not failed her family, or that she's not going crazy because she has all these emotions running through her, okay, and lashing out at everybody. Listen, I lashed out at everybody, okay, to the point to where it made it there was such a divide. There was such a divide between Paps and I, and it kept growing. Okay? We talked divorce. We did. We talked divorce for quite a while. We sure did. And that's scary. Okay? That's scary to me. That's scary. Because I lashed out. He lashed out. I mean, we could not get on the same page. Okay? Now, again, this was years ago before Aiden came along. Okay? Aiden wasn't even thought of at that point. We lashed out at each other. We lashed out at our other kids. You know, we lashed out at anybody. God forbid I hear somebody say something negative about my child, my son, okay? Whether it be his siblings, whether it be his father, whether it be his aunts, uncles, it didn't matter. If they said something that I considered to be negative about my child, they paid the price. They did. They paid the price. And it all led right back to grief. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Every single bit of it led right back to grief. Now, for me, I started going to counseling. Okay. I started going to counseling. And, you know, there were there were things that I had to heal about myself. Okay. That, I mean, old traumas, recent traumas, all the things, okay? There were things that I needed to heal, and I needed to find Missy again because I had gotten lost in his addiction, okay? I had wrapped myself up so tight in his addiction that I didn't know who I was anymore, okay? I had no clue. I had lost myself somewhere along the way, and I had to find me again. And, you know, I can sit here and tell you, I'm still on that journey, okay? I'm still on that journey. I haven't completed that yet, but I am better today than I was a few years ago. I'm better today than I was a year ago when I first started this YouTube channel. Okay? I am. I am. I just want you guys to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay? Counseling may not be for you. You know, I didn't know if it would be for me or not. I really didn't. And I do, video counseling. Since the pandemic, um, I don't go back to the office. We do a Zoom session, and all is good. Aiden does a counseling session because I feel like he needs he needs that. Okay. And one day real soon, I don't know what day it's going to be, but one day real soon, I will tell you guys a few things that I haven't spoken about concerning him. Again, I'm his voice. I am his backbone. I am his shadow. I am his everything right now. And if I don't speak up for that little boy, nobody else is going to. Not at all. And I need a drink. Mine too. Mine too. That is that in the kitchen, being in the kitchen, because they sure ain't nobody gonna bother me in there, okay? Those are my safe spaces. And that's where I go to think. Out in the garden, and I've told you guys this, out in the garden, I've got my little earbuds in, I've got my music going, and I am just bebopping all over that garden up there. I dance around. It's probably a show. Glad that we don't have any direct neighbors that can see anything. You know, I sing. I do all the things. That is my safe space. And every now and then I leave the earbuds in the house and I just want the peace and quiet and just to hear the birds singing. You know, that way I can think. If I've got something heavy on my mind, I need to think. That's my way to go. It really is. It really is. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Cindy, that is exactly it. I have found that I need things in my life that make me happy, you know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There is Ireland checking in. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Kind words I will take all day long. Okay, I will. I will. And I am so glad that you got to be here too. This may be the best time to do this. Oh no. I get up early in the mornings. I am an early riser, especially since Aiden has come along. Um, I like to have my wake up time, and I've told you guys this too. I like to have my wake up time before he gets up, and I got myself the little devotional and things like that. Because guys, I went through a rough patch where I I was mad at God. I was mad for putting me and my family through this. I blamed everybody except who I needed to blame it on. And I went through a real rough patch with my faith, and I am I am getting back to it. Okay, I am not 100% where I need to be, and I'll be honest about that. I am not. I'm not 100% where I need to be in a lot of things. Okay, so I'm dealing with that. Hey, Shannon. Yes, yes, Melody. Like, it feels so good to come in after being out in the garden and, just, yeah, it's great. I think it is normal, Holly. I do. I do. I think it's very normal. Thank you, Sally. Thank you. Calling Bum, thank you. Hey, Shannon. There's a lot of things that I have to remind myself of, okay? I have to remind myself to take a breath. I have to remind myself that I am in control of me, okay, and my reactions. I am not in control of my son. If I was, this would have never been an issue, okay? Hi, Tina. This would have never been an issue. If I was in control of him, this would have been stopped right off the bat. But I am not in control of him. I am not in control of his addiction. Okay? I'm not. I'm not. I am not the fault for his addiction. Okay? Like I've told you, I have three other children. They were all raised in the same house by the same parents, the same way. Okay? I have a retired military, I have a chemist, and I have one that is fixing to walk the graduation stage getting his degree. Okay? He had to put it off for a little while because he started his little family, but he's getting his degree. Is it next week or the week after? I don't remember. I may need to look at that. Okay? And then I have the one who chose the route he chose. Not my fault. Not my fault. Not his daddy's fault. Um, I saw a comment. Yes. I have heard of Cherokee, North Carolina, and I have been there multiple times. Multiple times. And I'm sorry, but I have seen comments on past videos, my child would never, I would never allow. You better be careful. You better be careful. Okay? Because as soon as you say, my child would never, what is the saying? As soon as you say, my child would never, here they come. I can't remember now. I had a senior moment. It's gone. It's completely gone. Yeah. Completely gone. I know exactly where Bryson City is. Quick, I'm going off the path here, okay? And I got something to say about that too. Um, so when I was a kid, we used to come up to Bryson City. My grandmother, me, my two aunts, and my uncle used to come up to Bryson City and go to the Singing in the Smokies. Okay, and that was, I don't know if you know what that is. I don't even know if they still have it or not. Probably not. But that's where we spent a week's vacation. It was up there listening to all the gospel groups singing at Singing in the Smokies. So I know it well. I know it well. Um, I do want to say this, okay? I am just, I'm just a plain country woman, okay? And I'm just here to tell you guys my story, my way of handling things. And, you know, there are times I'm a talker, okay? I am a talker. And there are times when I get to talking about my feelings and things like that, and the path is supposed to go like this, and then my path will, my talk will go, it'll shoot off, okay? And sometimes I don't get back to that original path. And I'm sorry for that. Hey, Sharon, I am sorry for that. I'm just telling my story, okay? And sometimes my story shoots off. And I cannot get it back. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I really am. I'm trying to do better. I am not a professional. I am not a professional speaker. I am not a motivational speaker. Y'all, I know my voice is not professional or anything like that at all. I have the southern accent, okay? And I know that. I I don't have the greatest voice to be on here trying to be a voice to anybody. But y'all, I am trying. I am trying. Trying to do better. I don't go by a script. I don't have notes. I don't have any of that. I just say what's coming from my heart at the time when I sat down to make this video. Okay? I will be in Middle Tennessee for a little while. One day this weekend, I will be. My daughter lives over there, and we will be over to celebrate my granddaughter's birthday. Thank you guys. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than y'all know. I just do. But like I said, when I sit down, I have an idea in my head of what I want to talk about. I don't plan the words, okay? I don't. I'm just as surprised at what comes out of my mouth as y'all are. Seriously. Seriously. Again, I have an idea, okay? It's just like the grief video that I made earlier today, and you guys will see that tomorrow. You know, I knew that I wanted to talk about that because, it's been on my heart for a couple of days now, okay? And I knew that I wanted to talk about that. It's just been playing in my head. I just had to get some things together, get my mind right where I could sit down and, form a sentence, kind of a complete sentence, I guess, according to some people, and be able to make the video. And I had to feel like it, and I've not felt like it in a couple of days. I've got to get on the schedule, you guys. I've got to get on the schedule with these videos. I do. I know I do. Lord, I've got to do better. I have to do better. I do. So if you guys haven't already seen it on the community tab, okay, I don't even remember what day it was. Sorry, but I put out a little message and asking for questions. Okay, you guys send me questions so we can do a Q&A either on one of the lives, or I can do a dedicated video for it. However I want to do it. If I get enough questions, I'll just do a dedicated video instead of taking up all the time on our live sessions and stuff. Probably not, Shannon. He finished his treatments. It was only 2 per week for 3 weeks. He's finished that, and that was $4,400. So, yeah, probably not. Probably not. And he's still got to pay for the rest of it. He's got to make payments on the rest of it. Hey, Tammy. Now, so far, he's doing well. He's getting up every morning. He calls me in the mornings. He he's in a parking lot that's close by where they live, and he's walking. Okay, he's doing his cardio, as he calls it, and he talks to me. He tries to walk for 30 minutes every morning, and he talks to me for pretty much that whole 30 minutes. So yeah, it's um, it's good. It is part of the problem, Miss Holly. It sure is, and you know, I am trying. Okay, one of the reasons I'm just going to tell you guys this. One of the reasons that the grief video came to my mind was because I had a comment on one of my previous videos that pretty much told me, and I'm getting better at just ignoring and blocking. Okay, I am. But this one, it hit me a whole different way. Okay. This woman told me that pretty much, and I think I pinned this on the NAD treatment video. I think I did. I think I pinned her stupid comment. Um, but anyway, she pretty much, in a nutshell, told me that one, I was pardon my language, I was a shit mom, and that I wasn't doing enough, and that I needed to crap the money to give to him. I was letting my child die. I was failing him. Okay. And there were some other things that were said. And when it hit me the wrong way. Okay. It hit me the wrong way. It was one of those days, okay? If you watch my Sunday live, you'll know what I'm talking about. It was one of those days. And I tried to explain to this woman, we've gone through our life savings twice. We have borrowed money multiple times. We're paying quite a bit back, okay? We have maxed out our credit cards. We don't have it, okay? We don't have it. And she come back at me and she told me, then quit putting your son's business out there on YouTube. You're just trying to make money off of it. Oh, God. Woo! I wish I was making money off of it. No, I don't either. I shouldn't say that. No. There, these people, okay? These people. I ran crying. I read that message sitting right here. Okay, I was working, had some computer work, and I was sitting here, and that came across, and I ran crying from here all the way to the other side of my house to my bedroom where Paps was at in his office, and I said, "What do I do with this?" He said, "What in the world?" And he said, block them now, block them. Hey, Jesse, he said, they don't know our situation, they don't know our story, and they sure as heck don't know you either as a person or as a mother. Okay? Block them. The damage had already been done. Okay? It had already been done. And it sent me in, and this is how easy it is. Okay? This is how easy it is for everything to just come back. Okay? It had already sent me into a spiral, guys. I mean, an absolute whoo spiral. I had to go just sit with myself for a few minutes, okay? I had me a good old cry. I may have said a few choice words. You know. Who do these people think they are? And you know they don't have a clue. You know they don't. Okay? You can always tell the ones that have never been through this because they come up with the most stupid stuff. Okay? They are. They're the ones that come up with the most stupid things to say. You know, it always starts out, what is your problem? Or no disrespect meant, but, well, let me just say, it starts out. It starts out that way. And, she has been banned from the channel, okay? She has. She can still watch the videos, but she can't comment, okay? That's the beauty of all the things. They can still give me a view. They can still get their panties in a wad, but they can't run their mouths. It's great. No, they do not have a clue. And no, they've not. And I've always said that even if somebody could walk in my shoes, I don't think I'd let them. I honestly don't think I could consciously let them walk in my shoes because of how painful it is. I don't. Like I said, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I would not. I would not. And I have a couple, okay? Throughout all of this, I have a couple. But I wouldn't wish this on them. Let's see. Oh, congratulations, Shannon. Way to go, girl. You keep up that good work. I'm proud of you. If nobody has told you today that they're proud of you, let me tell you, I am proud of you. Okay? So proud of you. That's a huge achievement, and I am tickle pink for you. I really am. I really am. Awesome. That's good news. That's some of the best news I have heard today. Seriously. Seriously, that is some of the best news I have heard today. Awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So proud. Hey, if you ever need anybody to tell you that you're doing an awesome job and that they're proud of you, just let me know. Okay? Just let me know because I am super, super proud. Super proud. And I need another drink. That is awesome. Wow. That's how it started out for my son. He got hurt playing football, had to have shoulder surgery, and the doctor just kept prescribing oxys, and he got hooked. He was addicted before I even knew he was getting all those prescriptions. I had no clue. He was old enough to drive. He could go get them himself, and he just kept going back to the pharmacy, different pharmacies, I think. But he was addicted before I even knew he was getting them. I had no clue, none. Actually, let me tell you something, okay? So, um, hey RL. So I've been taking him to the store with me, okay? He's been asking to go. I don't make him go. He's been asking to go. And, Aiden will be like, oh, can I have that? And Joseph will, take it and he'll be like, what all's in this? And he's going down through there. He's like, oh, that's bad for you, son. That's bad. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then if I get something, he's like, Mom, what's in that? Boy, just let me get my groceries. He is on a health food kick, okay? Watching what he puts in his body, watching what he eats, all the things. And yeah, sometimes it drives me insane. Exactly, Shannon. He was a 16-year-old kid, okay? And this surgeon should have known better. But I don't know if there were wires that got crossed and, his I don't know. I don't know. I know that him and his little nurses got an earful from me back then. So, I will say this, okay? Um, Aiden is on the bubble, okay? Um, with ADHD. And he has trouble sleeping. Sometimes just a lot of things. Uh, so we've been cutting back and moving more towards dye free. And I didn't realize the benefits of dye free until just here recently. Okay. And I can tell a huge difference in him just with what few changes we've made. We're not completely dye free or anything like that yet. Again, we're working our way towards that. So, um, my son is doing well. He has finished his ketamine treatments. He is tomorrow will be a week out from his last treatment. He is um, he is feeling emotions that he has not felt in years, and he is very communicative with me and with his dad and with his son, which has not happened in years. Uh, I see a change, okay? And I'm almost afraid to say that because I don't want to jinx anything, okay? I don't want this to just stop. I want him to continue to do well. So I'm very um, cautious to say, oh, he's done great. He's the best he's ever been. I'm very cautious at saying that. He has a long way to go. Um, he just does. No, you cannot. And my child should have never been um, trusted with the oxys. Okay, never. And they never even tried to step him down. Okay, they just kept calling in oxys. They never tried to go down to a lower dose or a lower medicine, you know, to where it it would finally get down to a Tylenol or something. So you're totally right. It is one day at a time, and he is understanding that more and more each and every day. Each and every day. So hopefully, knock on wood, a year from now, I can be sitting here and tell you that he has things are 100% better. Okay, hopefully that's my hope. But I have learned in the 14 years that I've been dealing with this that you don't get your hopes up. You know, you don't get your hopes up. Mine have been just totally um, railroaded multiple times. Can you do an update video with him? Yes, that is coming. We are working out our um, schedule for that, our logistics. Um, we may have a visitor here in a minute. He cannot drive right now. He doesn't have a license, and um, I would prefer that it be at some point where PAPS is available to take Aiden and kind of keep him occupied, and then that way Joseph and I can have a full on conversation, and I don't have to worry about um, the ramifications of having anyone else involved. Okay, even though Aiden is fully aware of what's going on with his dad. Okay, um, yeah. If uh, I've been threatened multiple times by multiple people, over having Aiden in a video where I'm even saying anything about his father. So, yeah, Renee, it is. It is. And for him to have relapsed and to have went out there and searched the ketamine treatments out, went and paid for them himself, and then told us about it. It wasn't like he called and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. I don't know." No, he went and did it and then called and told us about it. You know, and I really feel like he wants this. Now, there's going to be bumps in the road. I'm sure of that. You know, it's just going to depend on him. Everything hinges on him. Everything. Like I said, I have no control over his addiction. None whatsoever. I can only be a bystander when it comes to that. And just always let him know that, they, yes. When Aiden was a little bitty thing, we did not, you know, and we don't say bad things about his dad in front of him, okay? Like, I don't knock my children, okay? Yes, Shannon, we have tried both of those. Neither one of those were successful. And when I got Aiden into counseling and stuff, um, the counselor was like, "Why have you not sat down and talked to him?" And she and I actually we went back and forth, okay, because I was the one saying he's not ready, he no, and she was like, "Yes, he needs to know. He needs to know that this is not his fault. The reason that he is not living with his parents is not his fault. Okay? He needs to know what his dad has done so that he can soothe himself on that. Because right now, at that point in time, he was starting to blame himself for his father's indiscretions. Okay? So there were other reasons, and I can't remember all of them right now. Y'all, like I have got so much going on. Um, yeah, I did, And once we sat down and talked to him, there was a change in Aiden. There was a true change in him. And I was glad that we did that, you know. I didn't want him blaming himself. But um, I also wanted him to know that his dad was making bad choices. Okay? But even though his dad was making bad choices, guess what? Nanny still loved his dad. Nanny was still there for his dad. People make bad choices in life. That doesn't make them unlovable. That doesn't make them, bad people. Nanny still loves his dad. Nanny will still have his dad's back. Okay? I did not want him to think, well, if I screw up, I'm going to lose my nanny. No, that should never be in these kids' minds. You know? Never. Never. They're going through a lot too. I've said this all a million times. And I'm sure some of you are like, oh my God, would she please move on and find something new to say? But there's so many new people on the channel, you know, these kids didn't ask to be brought into this shit show. They honestly did not. They deserve all the love, all the attention, all the stability, all the things. They are more than who their parents or what their parents do, okay? Just because they have parents that are addicts does not mean that these are throwaway kids. Okay? They are not. They deserve everything that a child being raised by their parents gets. Yes, his little life looks different. Okay? His little life looks different. He lives with Nanny and Paps. And, his little cousins, he's fixing to turn 6 next week. And, he's full of questions. Well, why can't I live with Nanny and Paps? you know, why don't you live with your mom and daddy? These are all questions that have been brought out, not by anybody um, out of our circle. These were brought up by, his best friends. Thank you, Gretchen. I appreciate that so much. I really do. I really do. I do. But these kids, they deserve to know that one, it's not their fault. Two, they don't have to grow up and make the bad decisions that their parents have made. Okay? They don't have to. They don't. They are more than their parents' decisions. Okay? That is the smartest little boy I have. Oh my gosh. Y'all, he has a little tablet, okay? And he took that little tablet with us to the doctor's office yesterday. Paps went with me so that he could take care of Aiden while I was seeing. And he took that little tablet with us and he sat down and he has been working on learning how to animate. He got an app.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain
Dew. That's a text message. He got a little app and he has been teaching himself how to animate. And he made a little video, okay? An animated video, and it says hi and all that. He is smart. He is smart. Yes. You would not believe the number of kids that are being raised by their grandparents. Especially, well, I'm not going to say, it's only happening in this area, but I was blown away by the numbers of that happening in our little area. Okay. Thank you, Gretchen. You are one of a handful. But I was truly blown away, and it was like once I put my story out there, and I'm not saying that I'm, a leader or anything like that. But once I put my story out there, then it was like I was seeing it pop up everywhere, and people were messaging and thank you for coming out and all that. I mean, hi, Sharon. Hope you're doing well today. Like, people that I've known most of my life, and I had no clue, that they were dealing with the same thing that I was dealing with. And what the what? I had no clue. None whatsoever. Haha. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, drug addiction. 60%? Are you kidding me? Hi, Aubrey. Hi, Ashley. 60%? Oh my God. That's breathtaking. That's breathtaking. Absolutely. Absolutely. Golly gum. Let me get a drink on that one. Y'all, here comes the trolls. Okay, and we're just going to ignore them. We're just going to ignore them and we're going to move on. Okay, I'm actually going to, we're just going to take that one off right there. There we go. There we go. He's gone, D. He's gone. Oh, I would love to do a Zoom call. I would love that. Exactly, anointing oil. I would love that. So around here, Gretchen, we say that every holler has its own language or its own accent, and it's kind of true. Like you can go over just a couple of roads, okay, haulers. We have different names for those too, and their accent, it's um it's a lot worse than mine. Okay, it's a lot worse than mine. We have been. We have been. And, I'll be honest with y'all, we're still working on us. Okay? We're still working on us. And we're we're getting ready to celebrate our 31st anniversary. And I feel like we are stronger than we've ever been in our marriage. Um, we've been through a lot, a whole lot, you know, and we've still got a little ways to go, there was a lot of things said, a lot of things done, and a lot of hurt, okay, because of the divide. So, while I'm jabbing at him, he's jabbing, not physically, okay, no. While, we're lashing out, okay, at each other, there were a lot of things said and done that could have been left unsaid and undone. So, there's that. Once they're said, once they're done, you can't pull them back. And, you know, that's the sad part. So we're working hard on it. And we have been for several years now. Again, before Aiden came into the picture. So a lot of our tough stuff, really tough stuff with this addiction was before Aiden was born. So, I kind of feel like the big man upstairs knew that I needed Aiden, and he needed me. So, we were paired because we didn't even know, and I don't know if I've even told this story or not. We didn't even know that she was pregnant with Aiden. Okay, we had no clue. We didn't know he existed until he was 2 weeks old, and you know circumstances were that she had to tell us, and she finally decided to. And I'll have to find the pictures and share them of the first time that I met him. They are they are something else. Yeah, like you can just kind of see the love. Okay, you can see the love. Oh, that's great. Third grade. You're not supposed to be on here, honey. You need to move on. Yes, Ariel, we are working on that. Just trying to get our schedule figured out so that we can do that. I want to give him just a little bit more time to get a little bit more time under his belt from the ketamine so that he can give a true and accurate depiction on how he's feeling, how he's doing, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So let me have this. Uh, get okay. I had to remove the little girl. Okay, I don't know if she's truly a little girl or not. So uh he has been a true blessing and continues to be our biggest blessing. Um, you know, I don't want to say, I don't want to put, that he saved me. I don't want to put that on his shoulders, okay? But he's he was sent for a reason. He was sent for a reason, okay? Yes, that is correct, Gretchen. That is correct. I had to go back and look. He was sent for a reason, and y'all, we are the blessed ones here. You know, it is a huge thing that he is fighting for himself. Something he's never, ever, ever done in his time of addiction. Never. He's always wanted somebody else to do the work for him. He's never been willing to put the work in to get sober and to stay that way. He wanted that magic fix. Okay? And there is no magic fix. There's just not. No. No, she's not an addict. Um, no. I don't have anything nice to say, so yeah. She abandoned him when he was 3. And hasn't been seen or heard from by us since. Hi. Hi. I do have a video that I did last year. I think it was last year, um, concerning her and answering questions about where she's at, what she did. Yes, I am the nanny to 7 grandchildren, and they range from 20 on down to 18 months. Oh, these little trolls are going to make me say bad words, and I don't need to say bad words today. Go on somewhere. Go on. Go on. Because I'll make you cry. Okay? I'll make you cry. Okie dokie. They are gone. I don't put up with nothing anymore. Okay? Nothing. These people are not. They are not going to get under my skin. They are not going to disrespect any of you. Okay? That's a big no. Oh my goodness. It's great. It's great. Well, guys. I am reminded of that quite often, okay? Oh, they ain't got nothing better to do than to sit in mama's basement and be on, their games or on YouTube talking crap to some old woman sitting here trying to talk about something serious. They ain't got nothing better to do. Okay? Go heat you up a burrito and leave me alone. Leave me alone. And you're going too, Angelica. Look at that. I am on it. On it. I might be a Karen, but you won't never know. That might be an insult to Karens everywhere. That's just the way it is. Y'all, I'm feeling better today. Thank the Lord. Woo! I have learned, okay? I have learned my lesson quickly. Very quickly. Hey, I'll tell you, I did not have to deal with all this before a month ago, okay? I did not. Did not. And now it's like, my name is out there, or my channel's out there, and it's like, moss to a candle flame. Oh, dear Lord. If your name is that, you do not need to be on my channel. You do not. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, y'all. If you're going to be a troll, pick a different name than Dylan. You know the last name. Okay. Everybody knows who that was. Everybody. Pick a different name than that. That's a disgusting name, okay? Come on. Do better. Do better. I'm not dealing with that. Girls, I am on a roll. I'm not even playing. I do too, Shannon. I do too. So I think tonight my lettuce has went crazy out there in the garden, okay? We had so many salads that we had to stop for a while. So now my lettuce is going crazy. So I think I'm just going to do a big salad with the um, cut up chicken tenders, and um, I've got some cherry tomatoes that I just picked fresh out of the garden, and I'm going to throw them in there. That's what we're going to have tonight. That is it. Something quick and easy. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Yes, there's some garden videos. Actually, one. Y'all had to throw my Frankenstein mater away. Okay, if y'all have watched and saw the journey of my Frankenstein mater, I had to throw him away the other day. Okay, it is that time of the year where tomatoes are coming in, and I pick mine early. I don't let them ripen on the vine. I pick mine and I bring them in the house, and I fill up my countertop um, with tomatoes and let them finish ripening in my house. Okay. Oh Lord, yes, Miss Tracy. Yes, yes. Aiden eats more salad than Paps and I do. But I had to throw Frankenstein away. He finally it never rotted, and I've got video of this. Okay, so you guys can see. I will add it to there. Ooh, French toast. That sounds really good. Oh, fried green maters. Yes, that's coming too. Um, he never rotted, but he developed like an abscess on one side, and I was afraid that he was fixing to explode. Explode. I know. Okay. It looked like he was fixing to explode all over my kitchen. So yeah, and I need to make room for the good tomatoes and let him go. You know. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. And there is no reason for the stigma to continue. This is too big. It's too big of an epidemic. We're losing too many of our children, okay? Too many of our loved ones. And there is no reason for the stigma to continue. We need to put it out there. We need to get it talked about. We need to stand strong. We need to be strong for our loved ones. We need to be there. We need to be a force to be reckoned with. I like that. And this is the only way that I know how to do it. It is. Thank you, Gretchen. Thank y'all. All right, y'all. I am going to jump off here myself. I've got to go boil some eggs for our salad tonight. Paps will be calling here in just a few minutes. Let me know he is on his way. So, yeah. We will do this live again on Sunday night. This has been awesome. We will start doing these lives on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. This seems to be a really good time. We'll do this. We may change up our time on our Sunday lives, okay? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But we'll be back live. Don't forget to watch the video about grief, the full video about grief tomorrow. And I don't know what else I'm going to do this week. Y'all, when it pops in my head and I have my thoughts all together, then I come and make a video. So, yeah, that's the way it is. So we'll see. We'll see. Much love to each and every one of y'all. And thank y'all for joining me today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay? It helps the channel a whole lot. Love y'all. See y'all soon.